Hey, what's going on, my friends? I wanted to hop on and do a live real quick. And I want to just talk about, do you ever feel like your delay is a denial? Do you ever feel like your delay is a denial? And sometimes when we feel like we should be in a different season of our life, when we feel like we've prepared, when we feel like we have what it takes, when we feel like we should be moving to a different season in our lives, and those things does not happen, we can have a tendency to feel like God is telling us no. But I want to explore the thought of maybe God just has us in a holding pattern. And you know how, remember back in the day, or heck, even today, right? When someone would call your phone and you would put them on hold. It's not because you didn't want to talk to them or you didn't want to deal with them sometimes, but maybe on the other end is a very important phone call. And you don't want to call this person back that just called into your line. So you say, hey, hold on for a second. Let me get rid of this call first. Let me take care of this very important business first. Sometimes in our life, God has us on hold. And his holding pattern is not denial. It's just a delay. Because God has still got us in, he's still nourishing us. He's still planting us. He is still putting fertilizer on us. He is still putting water on us. He's still grooming the soil for our roots to grow. God is not putting us in a denial state. He just needs some more time to prune us. This is chapstick, by the way. God's delay is not a denial. When I hit the 25-year mark of my job this February, I must be honest, I was disappointed because for at least 2 years, I had planned for 2/10/2022. That's my 25th year, February 10th, 2022. 25 years on the job, I can now retire with full benefits, right? That is the key, is to make it 25 years on my job. Everything, insurance, full benefits. And I had begun to make these plans. I wanted to be a speaker. I wanted to retire and make an impact here. I wanted to retire and do this. I wanted to retire and do that. I wanted to retire and become a consultant for a private equity firm and just consult and travel the world and just live my best life and make good money. I wanted to do this, but it never dawned on me until about a month later when I'm asking God, one of those real conversations you ever have with God. What's up, man? Why aren't people beating down my LinkedIn for my resume? Why aren't I getting booked on stages? Why this and why that? And why am I still having to go to work every day? I thought that when I hit 25, life would be different. And God said, as only he can. How many of you all have ever heard God say something to you and it's just like a smack upside the head? He says, everything you just said to me over the last year and a year and a half began with the letter I. What'd you say, God? Everything that you said to me over the last year and a half began with the letter I. I'm about to retire. I want to do this. I want to do that. I have these plans. I want those plans. When did you ever consult with me to make sure that I didn't have something different for your life? You see, God may have something different for your life. You may have plans to do this. You may have plans to do that. And God is just telling you, not yet. I need to strengthen some things around you first. I need to continue to fertilize you with faith. I need to continue to fertilize you with love. I need to continue to fertilize you with confidence. I need to continue to fertilize you with peace. I need to continue to fertilize you with health. I need to continue to fertilize you with believing in yourself so that your greatness can protrude out of you. God says, I just have you in a delayed status, not a denial status. God has something for you. And maybe that the season that you're in, it is about the letter I for you and not the letters G-O-D for you. Maybe your plans are quite not his plans. Maybe your plans is not what he feels like is the best impact for you. But I want to encourage you to keep working, keep studying, keep believing, keep growing, keep doing those things to show yourself improved. I forgot who said it, but they said it's better to be prepared for an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. So be prepared. So when it's your time, be prepared. So when you begin to grow out of the dirt, be prepared that when it's your time for God to say, it's your time, you're ready. Be prepared. Trust in God. Trust that his plans are better than your plans. And when he calls your number, when he tells you to step forward, when he tells you to come forward, when he begins to light up things in your life, when your phone begins to ring, when you go from underbooked to overbooked, when you go from being overlooked to the only looked, when you begin to let your light shine, when God begins to get glory out of your story, when you find, when God says, now it's your time to walk into your greatness, you're ready. And everything that he has put in you, everything that he's tried to grow inside of you, everything that you've allowed him to put inside your heart, inside your soul, inside your soil, when it's time to come forth, you're going to be ready. You're going to be strong. And you are going to be impactful. So know that God's delay is not a denial. He loves you. He wants the very best for you and for me. Believe that. Lean on that. And trust God. Don't let the feelings of your denial be something that you can't live with, because really, it's just God delaying you. Be blessed.